How are we doing, my brothers? Today we're going to be doing some training with resistant bands. Now, I used to look down at these and I used to think, what can you do with resistant bands? But they've been a game changer for me, especially for getting me a little bit more shape, getting me a little bit more cut. I've got two sizes here, but they do come in a thicker and a thinner version. You can get the thicker ones to start with, and there's no shame in that. I've done it before, so I know I'm about this level, and then I'll go to a thinner one. Okay guys, let's start with the pull-ups. Here you can see I'm using the orange band. Like I said, if you need to use a wider band, just use it. Now you attach it around the bar, make sure it's nice and secure. Feed the band through itself, that's what I've done. Don't try doing any mad knots because you don't want to be falling. So what I'm doing here, I'm doing a reverse grip. That's due to me suffering with tennis elbow. It's been a bit of a problem and not going away, but we'll deal with that. That's no problem. So I'm doing a reverse grip pull-up, but if I had the choice, I would do the standard grip pull-up, the wide grip with my palms facing forward, because I feel that puts more emphasis on your back. When you do the reverse grip, I feel there's a lot more emphasis on your biceps. Now, if you're trying to grow your arms, maybe this is the way you want to do it. But if I had to choose, I would go with the wide grip with my palms facing away from my body. Now with the band, you can see here, I make sure it's nice and secure. I've gone to a slightly thinner band now. I feed my leg through, make sure my leg's nice and secure, and I pull myself up. Now I've only put one leg in the band, and this is very important. When you put both legs in, trust me, it's not a pretty sight. On that last rep, when you're trying to get off that band, it gets a bit dirty and it gets a bit nasty. And when that band hits you in the face, trust me guys, it ain't a great feeling and it doesn't look too great at all. So one leg is enough, but just make sure it's nice and secure. You can see here, I'm coming down slow. Going up and coming down are as important as each other. If you really want to get the results, going up slow and coming down slow is as important as each other. So I've taken my t-shirt off so you can see the muscles that are firing. Even though I'm using a resistant band, you can see every muscle that's still kicking in. That's the benefit of resistant bands. It don't take away from the training, it actually enhances your training. And if you continue to work with resistant bands, I guarantee you'll be able to do weighted pull-ups because I've done it in the past. If you check out my YouTube shorts, there's one on there. You'll see how much I can do with weighted pull-ups. So I'm working back towards that, and we can work back towards that together. So this is the final set. I'm going to go out till failure. I'm going to carry on going until I can't do no more. And I always recommend on the last set is you go to failure. So now we'll jump on to dips. Now you want to set your bar level so you can keep your legs straight. Now I used to believe back in the day you want to keep your legs crossed. No, your legs straight is a lot better. Also on pull-ups, it's a lot better to have your legs straight, but due to my height and due to the balance with the resistant bands, I prefer attaching it to the bar. But jumping back onto dips, it's very easy. You throw the band on, you step onto it, and you start dipping. As simple as that. So now I'm on the second set and I've gone to a slightly thinner band. And you can see how easy it looks because guys, it is pretty easy. You'll be surprised how quickly you can progress with resistant bands. I was amazed myself how quickly I was progressing through the bands and working towards weighted dips. So don't waste no more time and invest in some bands, and I guarantee it will be worth it. Okay guys, I've taken my t-shirt off again, sorry. But I just wanted to show you what muscles fire when you do the dips. Look at those triceps, look at that chest getting worked. You're working all the important muscles. You put this into your routine at least once a week, and I guarantee it, within 12 weeks, you will see a change in your body. But if you're eating crap and not caring about your calories, train as hard as you want, it's not going to make a difference. You've got to watch those calories, count your macros, and make sure you're eating the best foods possible. Now some of you might not agree the way I'm doing squats here with the resistant bands, but I just like it to maintain my form. I just wrap the band around my body, allows me to go up and down, stay nice and easy, keep my weight through my heels, keep my back nice and upright, and I just enjoy doing it with the band. Now I go for quite a few reps here. Some people would say the band is taking a lot of the work, and I agree, it is taking some of the pressure off my legs, but it allows me to keep a better form, and I prefer having a better form than just doing crappy squats. Also, I did find when doing squats with a resistance band, when it came to me doing squats with a dumbbell bar, I found my technique was a little bit better, and also I found it slightly easier. So give it a try before you jump in, and if you don't like it, don't do it. Do the squats without the resistance bands. As long as you're doing the squats, do it whichever way works for you. Now we're going to do push-ups. Now you can do push-ups with resistance bands, but I prefer doing it this way. You can go nice and deep, and you can really work your chest and your triceps. If you haven't got these at home or in your gym, just get 2 boxes. As long as you're allowed to go a little bit deeper, you will see the effects on your chest and your tricep. It'll give it great definition, great shape, and a great look. Now, if you really want to see push-up with resistance bands, let me know and I'll do a video for you guys. Just put it in the comments and I will make a video as soon as I can. Now, we're going to finish up with some abs, my absolute favorite ab exercise. Again, we're not going to use any resistance band. We're just going to use good old gravity. Yes, that's right. No resistance band, just gravity. The slower you can do this movement, the better the results will be. You will feel the burn, and I try doing this at least 3 times a week. I've lost a little bit of shape in my abs, so I'm going to try improving that over the next 12 weeks. So if you guys are looking for a challenge, let's get into better shape. Let's get our abs pumped and ready for the summer. A lot of people start preparing their summer bodies 6 weeks before sunshine. No, mate. You got to be preparing 6 months before the sun comes out. So let's get our bodies ready for a great summer. Let's get in shape. Let's get into the best shape of our lives. Let's improve our bodies. Let's improve our health. Let's improve our lives. And let's get everything that we want. Before I sign off, I just want to show you one more way you can put your resistance bands to do pull-ups. Now you see I attach it to the top of the bar. I prefer doing that due to my height. I just feel comfortable doing that. But really, when you do pull-ups and when we work towards weighted pull-ups, we want to do it with our legs extended, not crossed and folded. So you can do it this way if you find it more comfortable. As you can see here, these are support racks for when you're squatting, and if the weight gets too heavy, you can drop your weight on here. But you can actually use these to attach the resistance band. As you can see, I'm just putting it across and doing the pull-ups. I hope that helps, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you got some value. If you did, like and subscribe. If you're still with me, thank you very much. Hope you get everything that you want. Let's get into the best shape of our lives, guys. Let's really make 2024 the best year of our lives.